Welcome, everyone. This is the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open 2023. $500,000 on offer. 3 tournaments, a men's, a women's 10-ball championship, and the World Team Championships. This is a winner's qualification match between Rubilen, Amit, and Chieh-Yu. The winner moves on to the final 16 and is guaranteed $1,641. This is George Teachea and Eric Horathson, and bringing you the live action from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
It's good to be with you guys again. We got a real treat in for everyone today. Chou coming in as the more successful player as of late. Amit coming in as one of the legends of the game.
Both players have played one match. They were both seeded, so only had to play one match. Chou defeated Vanya Franco 2-1 in a shootout. And then Rubilen defeated Natalie Chabot 2-0. So one has experienced the full flavor of the Pro Billiard series and gone into a shootout, and she just now broke. The other has yet to taste defeat.
Strong break there. Couldn't hope for a better result here from Chou. Right on the 1. 6 doesn't pass the 9. She's going to have to deal with that a little bit. Going to be tough to get a good attack angle for the combo. 8's kind of in the way of the best track she'd want to be on for that. 6 does pass in the same pocket as the 1. I think she'll be trying to consider getting into that area.
Players are on a 30-second shot clock. 60 seconds after the break. 1 extension per rack.
Looks like she's going to go with the combo. It's not a bad choice. She's playing into the angle of that position a little more. 10's kind of blocking the normal tracks for the cue ball to get below the 6.
Races to 4. If they are tied 1 apiece, it goes to a shootout. In the second stage, where one of these players will end up, it will go to a third and deciding set. But if that set is tied, it goes to a shootout, tied at 3. Does this 6 ball go by?
I don't think so. I think she's just looking at playing the combo, and the 6 is going to play to the left. Trying to bring the cue ball off the rail enough as well. Strong at it though, so it might go. Wow, used the full pocket there. Nice play.
She had to. I wonder. I knew it was tight, and I didn't see her playing that combination, especially the way she lined up for it.
That's table knowledge too, knowing that she can play that part of the rail and still pocket the ball. Definitely only had about half, maybe a third of the pocket there.
That gives you a key to her awareness, you know, as far as knowing what's up with the table and how it slides and how it plays.
Got through the tough parts of the rack, but just didn't get through the 8. So, bit of a let off here for Amit in the first rack.
Still the opening rack. Amit is sponsored by Predator, Yucano Vitamins, Tough Seal Paints, and she has a special patch on her right arm, I believe it is, for the Amit Cup that she's putting together in the Philippines.
It's an all women's event, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
You know any details on it? Is Philippines
no, I didn't.
I
didn't get any details on it. She just said that's my special patch.
Very nice.
And she does win the first game off of Chou's break. Chou, 3 weeks ago up in Austria, was walking around in the evenings, and my wife and I were strolling the small town streets, and she was strolling with a Taipei group, about 5 or 6 people together. in the evenings. It was funny, we ran into each other, and she mentioned it when we were talking prior to the match.
Wei Tzu Chen also representing Chinese Taipei in the women's event.
Some of the other matches we have going on is Pia Filler versus Wei Tu Chen, as we just mentioned. Amber Chen versus Silviana Liu. Christina Zalteva versus Seo Seo. And then Allison Fisher against Sarah Roca. And Christina Tkach, Nina Korvund. And then, of course, on table number 2, we have Yuki Hiraguchi and Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, I noticed they had Torvund down as beating Centeno. I think it's possible Centeno didn't make it to the tournament, but she wasn't listed as a forfeit, so I'm not really sure what's up there.
It's listed as a 2-0 win. In fact, she's got 2 wins under her belt, Bethany Sykes and Centeno. Big shot right here. Opens everything up once she gets on this 2-ball.
Gonna have to navigate some traffic coming back towards the 3. Should be looking to go between the 7-8 twice. Bit of right spin will help her with that position. Some work to do to get back to the 4 as well. Gonna have to take the 4 on the side, bring the cue ball back up table. Biggest thing she has to avoid here is running into the 10. I feel like she has too much angle going to the left to come up one rail. Just going to have to play around the 10, travel diagonally towards the 4.
Just make sure and navigate past that side pocket.
Pretty good. A little too much angle. The cue ball's going to be traveling towards the 7 now. Might have to play the bank. Could choose to draw around the 7 as well. Want to avoid banks at all costs, so I think she'll favor trying to play around the 7. Shot.
And she's going to nibble this 5 just right.
Good start to the rack here for Chou after a miss on the 8 in the first rack. I think it's arguable that she's been the most successful woman of 2022.
Well, in 2022, remember she held 2 titles, the World 10-ball and the World 9-ball.
That's right.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the tournament after that, she was in the finals or semis.
Yeah, she won a couple other ones along the way as well.
High, yeah. She was 5th in the Alpha Las Vegas in 2023. She won Wisconsin. And then she was 3rd here last year. 2nd in Michigan. And then 5th in the women's World 10-ball.
Yeah, very strong resume. Just finishing near the end of every event, pretty much.
Sponsored by KP Tech, Q's, CTVF, Jinlin Power, and How Tips. $777 Fargo versus Rubilen's $754.
Had to ramp up the speed there. This ended up missing the targeting on the 7. But look at the 7's tied up with the 10. Not going to be an easy save for Amit either. She can hit the right side of the 10, get the 7 traveling to the right. Try to end it up.
She's
going to go the short rail. I saw the 10 there. I think it's just for insurance. That's a good shot from where she was at. Ideally wanted to get behind the 9, but left Chou in tough here.
Long distance.
to this shot, elevating. Trying to minimize the movement of the cue ball. Good try. A couple half mistakes from Chou in the early going here. Have to pick it up a little bit to beat a player of mid stature. See how much of the 7 Amit has.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if she can see the right side of it. She may want to come all the way down and cut it thin.
Doesn't have the right side, so just going to play the 7 up the right long rail.
Oh.
Caught the double kiss there. Tough.
It is full.
Always got to be aware when the object ball is close to the rail like that. The double kiss looms very large.
You kind of almost have to purposely overcut it.
Oh, yeah.
So that doesn't happen.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be on the 50.
Yeah, too much cut angle here, but the 8's close to the pocket. Still favor her to make this one. Barely made it, but in good position now. Good position play there. Inch perfect. So Chou got away with a couple mistakes in the second rack, but levels the score at 1 each.
Short race to 4. Tied at 1. We are sponsored Medalla Light, Predator Group, Kamui brand, Q Sports International, and the Rums of Puerto Rico. Local support coming from the Puerto Rico Tourism Company, Discover Puerto Rico, and District Puerto Rico and Popular.
Yeah, I was able to make it into Old San Juan last night. It's a beautiful city.
I saw that. I thought you were going down there. I've never been.
Yeah, you should absolutely go. One of the best meals I've had in a long time.
Oh, good. Yeah, tonight's not going to be the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working till 10.
Yeah.
We have a match that starts at 10, so.
Chou getting the one on the side there. That's what she's going for. Nicely on the 2. Breaking well in the first couple breaks of the match here. Six passes the 8. It'll be more available once the 4 is down. Let's get into a bit of a small area for the 7, but the 6 lies well into that. Look for her to be a favorite to run this round.
Kind of a little raise there when she delivered the stroke. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Kind of the bridging where the cue ball was. Had to elevate the bridge a little bit.
Yeah, she's just so smooth through her delivery.
Not really a flashy player, but definitely efficient. Stays in line when she gets in line. It's the shot of the rack here. Gonna have to play a controlled draw. Kind of a variety of areas the cue ball could end up in, but ideally if she gets around straight, she would like that. On the rails, I'm gonna have to leave more distance towards the 8.
Looks like she's going to catch a piece of this 9 ball when she follows through here. So she probably draw. If she can draw, she's on the rail. It's going to push the cue ball to the right. Oh, no, she was straighter than that. I thought she had an angle to go into it.
Big distance here. She's missed a couple long ones in the set so far, so just going to have to bear down. Got it this time. Nice shot there. Break and runs are obviously a huge weapon in this race to 4. It's winner breaks as well, so if you run one, you're confident you can run another, all of a sudden you know you're kind of out of the set.
You know, one of the things about break and runs is it real. Cue ball. Oh. The break and run can really lift your confidence and destroy your opponents.
Sure, yeah. Kind of gets your opponent cold too, gives you like 10 minutes at the table, gives your opponent 10 minutes in the chair. Well, that's about as close to going in as you could ever get there. I almost thought she might be hooked by the point, but she does have the angle to pocket this.
It's a tough shot. She has the tools.
Got it. Nice recovery.
2 in a row. 4th game coming up. She will be breaking Rita Chou, excuse me. It's pronounced both ways, but she prefers it to be Chou. As I was told by one of her interpreters that travels with her.
I think she was trying to play that in a way where the cue ball went past the side. Just didn't get quite enough left spin on it. It's a big thing that the best players do well, though. They recover well when things are a little bit out of line.
Just looks like she's just meditating in the chair. No eye movement. I was watching her in the chair there. I often wonder what a player, does in the time between the racks. And what they allow their mind to go to, where they allow their mind to go.
Yeah, it's not really a skill that you develop if you're just playing in pool rooms, because you're kind of always moving, right? You get the balls out of the pockets, you go rack, but a lot of these major tournaments, especially ones where you're dealing with commercial breaks and stuff like that, there can be, a minute, 2 minutes even between racks. You almost have to come up with a strategy of how to keep yourself in the game during that time. Like everything, you get used to it, though. Definitely tougher, though, than continuous movement that you would have in a normal local tournament.
Yeah, that all leads to a rhythm.
Right. Position on the 2 is very tough here. I can see her playing safe. Actually, a little tough to get safe with the cue ball here.
Oh, just come across the face of the 1.
Yeah, he used that 6, 7, 8 ball.
Yeah, just like that.
Good shot. Might have left a window between the 6, 8. She has left the left side of it. Might have to go all in with the cue ball behind the 5, which is very touchy, but not many other shots on offer.
Well, going to leave I thought it was going to leave a pretty easy opening shot for the 1, but it didn't come down quite far enough. I think she can still cut it.
Yeah, super thin cut. Going to lose control of the cue ball if she does go for it. Again, tough spot to play safe, though. So she might try to play it in, do something, play safe on the 2. I believe the 2 passes the 9. It's close. If it doesn't, she can roll the cue ball behind the 8. shot there, playing into the angle of the ball she's playing behind. Always a good thought. Any kind of positional play or playing safe. Not much for a kick safe here. Might be trying to play the cue ball behind the 7-8. Left it open. Good chance for Chou to take a big lead in the first set here.
Just give herself room to cue. When she gets on this 5, it should be routine.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 are lying real well. A little further from the 5 than she would have wanted, but good angle to come back for the 6.
Oh boy.
Another surprising miss from Chou. About 4 balls missed, which is definitely rare from her. It's about as much emotion as you can see from her too, but after about 4 mistakes, she had to let something
out, yeah. Exactly. Can't keep that stoic face the whole time. Uh-oh.
Side here, she's okay. So big turnaround here in the first set. Chou is looking to take a commanding lead. It's going to be back level at 2 now. She's just got to stay in line.
Well, Chou did the same thing in the first game. She kind of gave it away with 3 balls left.
That's right. And
then here again.
Amit's been near the top of the women's game for close to 15 years.
Yeah, she's 42 years old. Her opponent's 36. She is playing on the Philippine team championship team. They won it last year, and they lost to USA last night.
Saw that. It was an exciting match. Went to a shootout.
Yeah.
Amit missed one of the shootout shots.
She did. In fact, she brought it up right away when I spoke to her just before this match.
Yeah, she's feeling it still.
Yeah. Well, you don't forget those. Those will stay with you.
Carlo missed one as well.
Tied at 2. 5th game coming up. 22-5 for the winner here. 13-125 for second place. The loser here is the loser here goes. I'm sorry. This is a winner's qualification. The winner here gets into the final 16, which is guaranteed 16-41. The loser will have to play one more match to try to make it back in. Last year's champion was Wei Tu Chen, and runner-up was Cheska Centeno. Another one that's been hitting those finals and semifinals lately.
Yeah, really kind of big coming out party a couple weeks ago in Austria.
Yes.
Awesome performance in the final, first world championship. I've expected that from her for a long time, and nice to see her get over the finish line.
Young lady finally delivered. And in style.
Did you do the U.S. match last night? The U.S. team match?
No, I did the Puerto Rico and Spain.
I'm really wondering if Centeno's here. I haven't seen her personally.
I haven't either.
And just that result in the first round is obviously possible, but surprising.
Well, she must be because the scores wouldn't be on.
True.
The scores wouldn't be there. Yeah, she lost to Nina Torvund 2-0. As you mentioned, actually. I just double checked. That's the only match she's played.
Okay.
One of the things I did notice is we have several players running around that weren't feeling real well. And one of them was our American player, April Larson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her match yesterday against Allison, she struggled through the match and lost it in the shootout. But she wasn't feeling well at all. But then I heard she played very good last night in the team championships.
Yeah, assuming she won a set, if they ended up winning the match, you have to be a part of some kind of winning combination there.
Either the singles, women's singles, or the Scotch doubles.
Yeah.
Great team event, folks. You should have seen it last night. Philippines and the USA were on table 1. I was commentating on table 2 with Spain and Puerto Rico, and we had the crowd. And my, did we have a loud one.
Sure. Yeah.
It was fun. People from this arena were over looking at the other. The excitement just really filled the whole ballroom.
That one was close as well, too, right?
Yes. Well,
Puerto Rico won a set.
Puerto Rico won a set. Yeah, Alan Rolon defeated Francisco Sanchez. And with 2 at the very end, he kicked. Francisco plays him safe, and he makes 2 of the greatest kick shots you've ever seen.
Nice.
They're just beautiful shots.
Big cheers coming from those shots.
Oh, it went nuts. It went crazy. Everybody from both arenas were focused on that. It was quite a highlight for Team Puerto Rico.
It's good.
Meanwhile, these ladies right here are tied at 2 in this women's 10-ball open. $125,000 on offers. I'm sorry, it's $75,000 on offer. It's $125,000 for the men. But they have twice the field, almost 3 times the field.
She's going to try to bank the 4 here. She's got too much angle to hold the cue ball for the 5 across 1 rail. Great shot, staying alive, decent position as well. Even if she has too much angle to hold the cue ball across table for the 6, you have to come up with something a little creative here. Might be just straight enough. She'll definitely prefer to play across one rail if she feels like she can. If she can't, there is a stunning track to the right side rail and around the 10-9-7.
Just a hair of inside.
Yeah. She's thinking about this one. It's kind of in between. She doesn't want to play that stun shot.
I think she wants to play safe. But she's playing the ball. She's aiming at it.
So she tried, but this was the problem here. It's going to get in the way. Needed a little bit more right spin on that ball. Table still sliding a little bit.
It's been rainy here in San Juan, so the humidity works its way into the ballroom.
Good try there. She's going to leave Amit a shot. Cue ball's going to be running to the 10, but she'll do her best to try and stop the movement of the cue ball. It's actually a little thin. Come around it.
Oh, she came underneath the 9. I thought she was going to try to go between the 9 and the 7. But she had couldn't hold that one up.
Yeah, not an ideal position here. Looks like she's going to go for the bank. Big shot in this first set here.
It's a bit of a two-way if she just stuns it. With good speed, the 10 ball can come into play. Well, she went for it all the way.
Threw at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're test the pocketing here for Chou. Cue ball's traveling nicely across naturally. Just able to focus all in the pot here.
Tough shot.
Kind of getting up out of her stroke a little bit. I mean, you know, it's easy to say that when maybe she knows she undercut it on the way there, but just doesn't seem quite as rock solid as she does sometimes. Big extension here for Amit.
Something tells me that Q might be taller than she is right now with the extension. Yeah.
Play there. Position now. Gonna have to slow roll this, but should be okay.
And for the 1-game lead at the perfect time, these two balls.
Smile on her face there, knowing she has to go to the bridge again here.
It's 10 ball for a 1-game lead and on the hill for the first set.
A few mistakes from Chou, not easy ones, but just ones that she usually gets.
Two it is.
Chinese Taipei won their first round in the team division against Canada. 3-0. Strong win. Canada's a strong team as well.
That consists of Alex Pagulayan, John Mora, and Brittany Bryant. Yeah.
They're in a tough group. They play Austria tonight.
Austria lost their opening set.
Did they?
I believe so.
That's a big
I say
win.
that, and I better make sure.
So that's a real big match in that group. Then the winner of that match will likely advance to the quarterfinals. All the teams are in groups of 4. 2 of the 4 teams advance. So really need to win 2 of your 3 matches to guarantee yourself a spot in the final 8.
No, I'm sorry. Austria won 3-1 over Team Peru.
Okay.
There was one that surprised me.
Big break there from Amit. Nice square hit. Nothing down. If she hits something like that going forward in the tournament, she'll see some positive results. Rack's pretty accessible. Bit of movement from the 2 to the 3. Your extension here. Bit of confusion on maybe when the shot clock started. Sure what the confusion here is. Maybe just about when the clock started. I think they sorted it out. Rubilen's one of the most sportsmanlike players I've ever seen. She was playing a match in the Women's World 10 Ball Championships in the quarterfinals, and no one saw a foul. She just grazed the ball with the bridge. The ref didn't see it. No fault of the refs. Couldn't even see it. She just called the foul on herself. picked up the cue ball and gave it to her opponent. Quite coming together for Chou here.
Sometimes that confusion can make for an error.
Yeah, it just breaks your focus. Sure. Big swerve here from Amit. You can tell that she doesn't favor jumping if she's going to take this big of a swerve. Didn't elevate quite enough to get the spin to catch. With a bit of a let off there. Looking to run this rack to get back to Hill. A little straight, but she got all the power out of the angle. Kind of needed one of these ball in hand starts, you know, just struggling a little bit. Great player, able to recover, no doubt. Just kind of needed to get a few easier shots in.
Just get back into the flow.
Yeah, looks like that's what she's doing, just kind of playing with pace here. Looking ideally to play the 7 to the side. Getting the angle with the cue ball around where it is right now. There, looks like she's going to have just a slight angle going to the left, which is what she wanted.
Yeah, this is looking good to get down to the deciding game. The first set.
Playing fast for this one.
Sometimes players do that. They can try to force themselves into that rhythm.
Yeah, maybe just in a spot where she feels like she's overthinking, just wants to kind of get down and shoot.
And this 10 ball. And they are squared off. This break will be big, deciding the first set. Well, while we're waiting for the balls to be racked, well, we know Spain beat Puerto Rico and USA beat Philippines, but Germany over Team Indonesia, Portugal over Japan, Chinese Taipei over Canada, Austria over Peru, South Korea. They went to a shootout with Great Britain. They're listed as 4-4, and South Korea won the shootout. And Poland over New Zealand.
Five almost dropping there. Amit's going to be pushing here for sure. Yeah, just leaving an edge of the one. Where's the toughest place for Chou to play safe from? The angle she's on here a little more dangerous. She should leave a possible shot at Chou pocketing the ball. Pushing anywhere else is a little bit tricky. Could get in a spot where you actually don't leave an edge. I like where she's going to right now. And she feels confident enough to leave her a tester here. for the 3.
It came right back and
giving it back here, just double checking the angle. Go to the jump cue here. A little easier to get the cue ball up in the air because she's on the rail.
this is going to come back down.
Yeah, looks like unless it slows down. It's close, but I would say Chou has it. First chance at the winning rack here in the first set. She'll stay on the short side of the 3, but the natural angle is playing well there. She could choose to stun it to the right as well. If there was a little more room on the short side, she'd definitely be going there, but might just be a little bit leery of not having enough room. Yeah, angle light nice.
Oh, she Englished it over just to here.
Yeah.
Open up the angle.
Next test is going to be from the 6 to the 7. Should be okay. Just going to have to find a way to maneuver the cue ball to the left side of the table.
Oh.
Tricky miss there. Let's see how this one entered the pocket. Oh, she hit it way up the rail. Just didn't expect her to hit that. Up the rail. Yeah, she definitely a lot of sorts here. Watch out for the 8. It's okay. Cue ball's going to play back towards the 8 again. She'll play some right spin to try to avoid that. Bunch of let-offs here for Amit. Amit's played well. Chou just had a couple good breaks where she had the opening shot.
Well, she left more balls on the table this time than the last 2 times.
Yeah.
She let her come back.
That's the thing. It's been mistakes at the end of the rack as well.
They've been breaking the balls wide open. Nothing really has been tied up that much.
Yeah, they're both hitting the break well. Strong out here for Amit. Good, very good position to the first set.
Good timing for a performance like that. And Amit does take, Rubilen does take the opening set, 4-3.
Chou's going to take a break here and regroup. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion. New world champion. Philippines are the world champions.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion. New world champion. Philippines are the world champions.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion. New world champion. Philippines are the world champions.
And we are back with you, live action here in the arena at the Convention Center in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Chou and Rubilen Amit locked in battle. Amit winning the first set, 4-3. Beginning of the second set, race to 4. Amit to break. Chou winning the lag, so she broke first. Ball on the break is not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It just doesn't win you the game.
Crossed over the rack a little bit there, but still getting a little bit of dispersion from the ball. He's giving himself a decent chance to make one. Chou's got a tough opener here. Cue ball can play 3 times across though. Back towards the 2. 2 to the 3 is going to be tough as well. Lightened up on the speed a little bit. It's okay, because she needed angle to come back for the 3 regardless. Got pretty far from the 2 here, though. 3 passes the 6. Angle coming across for the 3 is pretty good. Just got to avoid the 10. Just not quite timing up for her. She made probably about 5 errors in the first set, which is extremely high for her. I mean, you're looking at 2-time world champion within the last 3 world championships that have been held. So we'll see if she's able to regroup here. Big wall of balls there, and Amit took advantage of that. I feel like Chou's going to be going to the jump. 2 is close enough to the pocket. That's good enough percentage play to take a go at it. Shot. Could be a shot that turns things around for her.
Well, turning things around on that first rack, that first set, Chou only had 1 dry break. Rubilen had 3.
Chou broke well for sure. That's sure. Why she was the one that was making more mistakes. She was getting the first chance most of the time.
Yeah, she gave away the first game with a 2 ball. 2 or 3 balls left on the table, and then the third game.
Yeah. Good shot there. Jumped her way out of a bad spot. Played a good save. Got herself back into a spot where she's the favorite in the rack. Cue ball's going to be traveling towards the 5-6, but ideally should be trying to draw it a little bit and avoid the traffic. Nice for Chou. 7 got close to the 8-9. Have to take a closer look to see if the 7 passes the 9. If it does, be in a decent position to run this rack. 10's kind of blocking the track that the cue ball is going to have to come on to get a good position for the 7.
Yeah, we're going to have to see Chou step it up here. She spent 81% of the time at the table compared to Rubilen's 19. She also pocketed 50 balls as opposed to Rubilen's 21.
Interesting.
But missed shots, Chou had 8. Missed shots, Rubilen had 2.
8 missed shots, yeah. I had it around 5. That's a really high number for Chou. You could probably go a full year and miss 8 balls in one set.
And the listed errors on that match, Chou had 9 and Rubilen had 8.
So it was all ball pocket.
Yes. It was pretty much she fed her an easy table each time.
Yeah. A few of them were tough, in all fairness, for sure. But 3 or 4 of them I wouldn't expect her to miss ever.
Well, this is game number 1 of the second set. Will it be a different story?
I think it definitely can be. She knows how to come back. Yeah, 7. I wonder if she called the 2-way here. Not going to be able to jump at it. Should be okay, but she could kick it in. A little bit sharp, actually, going towards the side. good look here, deciding if she wants to call the side or the corner. Side's definitely going to play better for position, but 7 might be just a little too sharp going towards the side. Yeah, she was in a tough spot there. Tried to play some kind of kick safe, but very tough. Nice natural angle here for Chou. See, going back to taking her time a little bit. Just
another miss
on a lot of pots.
Yeah, just looking at the stats on this, and the very first opening set, Rubilen won all her games on misses by Chou.
Yeah, it's rare.
Of course, she was looking pretty good to take it.
Big extension again for Amit. It's funny how long the extension actually took to come into the game. I mean, it's kind of only been a thing for about 3 to 5 years, right? A player like Amit was playing for 25 years without the extension, playing with the bridge all the time. When people started figuring out, she's like, I gotta get one of those for sure.
And now every cue maker that makes a cue has an extension. They have 2 sizes actually. They have like a 3 or 4 inch, and then another 6 inch gives you a total of 9.
Right.
8 or 9 inches usually.
Another Predator Vantage shaft.
I was hitting balls with one just outside this morning at the Predator booth with the Vantage shaft.
They've always had good reviews from anyone I've ever known to use them. Haven't really used them much personally myself, but I've never really heard anything bad about them, and a lot of people really like them as well.
I think a lot also has to do with what tip you put on there.
Sure. So Amit taking the first rack off another Chou mistake.
It's pretty much been the story.
Yeah.
All 5 games that she won.
Yeah, just kind of going through a little bit of mental reset here. It hasn't made many off the break, but I like how she's hitting it, getting good power, hitting the rack reasonably square. Most of the break so far.
Got blue ball
this time, but almost got the cue ball. She's okay. Looks like she has a window between the 5-6, the pocket of the 2.
Can't do much with the cue ball though. She's pretty much straight in and can't get to the bottom of the cue ball.
Calling the corner, but questionable whether she has enough of it to pocket it. Yeah, it was tough. Kind of playing some right spin there to play better position on the 3 through the pocketing angle of the 2. Good opening for Chou here. Four is going to be tough. Thinking about the angle she wants on the 3 to get in a smaller area for the 4. I guess the 4 passes the 7.
Can't tell. Actually, it appears that it may not. We'll have to get a better camera angle. No, it doesn't. Not from that angle.
Smart play, getting underneath that. It's really the only area on the table she could have gone. Getting a little too much angle, though. I think she was playing more for the 4 in the long pocket. Good shot. 4 was always going to be tough. She'll be happy with that effort.
She prefers the offense, but she does the defense well.
Sure, yeah. It's a big part of 10 ball, you know. 9 ball is more of a run-out game. 10 ball, you're going to have to play these little safes here and there because the balls just don't lie as easy.
Funny how one more ball can cause such congestion.
Yeah.
Mostly because they don't break the same.
Right. You know, there's so many more games where there's 10 balls starting the rack, 9 ball. A lot of the times there's only 7 balls starting the rack. There. Gonna hold the speed. She's gonna be okay. Chou's gonna battle. No doubt about that. Just a question of whether she can turn things around or not. Going back to a bit of a faster pace again. Trying to mix things up, you know, just get out of this little slump she's in over the last 8 games.
Well, that 7 must go by the 8. And I was wondering about that when she was getting ready to shoot the 6.
She's okay here. Good shot, good rack from Chou. Got to the 4, played a good save. Got the advantage from there.
And looks like we'll square it off at 1.
I've actually never seen her play this fast. Have you, George?
She usually plays about that speed right there.
Yeah.
That's about. That's her rhythm right about there. And I think she's trying to force it. I don't think she's feeling it, but she's trying to force her or will her way back into it.
Which I don't mind. I mean, you know, yeah. I just feel like playing methodical for her, she knows is not going to work right now. So it's kind of like, let's just get up and shoot and not see what happens. I mean, it's more of a concerted effort than that, but just kind of like let things happen more, not try to force them.
I wonder if sometimes, you know, from personal experience, you'll force yourself to speed up just so you don't think.
Right.
Yeah. And it could be that's what she's doing.
Yeah. And I think, you know, it's an inconsistent move overall, but there's times when that could be the best thing to do. Hitting the break really well. Made the 4. 6 looks like it's going to get in between the cue ball and the 1. Look at this, George. Aggressive jump here. Really trying to make something happen.
Actually, I like her shooting this. It'll give her position on the 2. This shot wins her the rack.
Definitely. Got distance. Didn't want the 1 to go in. Good there. Amit considering the jump now. 1's nice and close to the pocket. Just going to go after it. Some kind of kick safe here.
That worked out.
Chou can cut the 1 to the right here, try to bring the cue ball behind the 9. He's playing really fast.
She's not going to like the result here.
Might have got just sharp enough where it's going to be tough for Amit to pocket the ball. She's having a look at it. Looks like she's going to play offense here.
Well, either way, the 5 ball is a problem. But the 2 ball is right next to it, so.
Going to consider going into it here.
It's going to really make her position on the 3 ball iffy.
Yeah, she still can make the 5 without running into anything, and she want to consider that because whenever you're running into balls, you're going to risk getting behind the ball you're running into.
Oh, she opened it up and came up with a long shot on the 3, but it's there nonetheless. Put the 5 ball up against the pocket almost. So,
yeah, the biggest problem with not opening up is what she would have had to be straight on the 5, and the position for the 6 would have been too tough. So that was a good play there. Get that one. Long distance pocketing is always tough. Gonna come up safe. An off-angle combo for Chou here, but it's too tough. Try to play the cue ball behind the 10 possibly. Or
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it actually it goes too much towards the pocket. I was thinking about coming up, hitting the bottom rail and coming up behind the 10.
I think she must have called the 10 there, George. Almost won the game on that play.
Whoa. So instead of playing safe behind it, she chose to give it a roll.
And a nice 2-way where she covered the 3 with the 6-8. Smart shot there.
Ball in hand here could be really iffy. She'll have a free shot.
Yeah, Amit's got to be real careful where she kicks the 3 here because the 10 is very inviting over the corner pocket. If it gets anywhere in that area of the table, Chou's going to combo the 10 in. She's actually kicking it over to that side. I mean, I feel like she's kind of going all in with the cue ball behind the 8.
There's the. And look at this. The 6 ball comes into play.
Yeah. You'll just have to make a couple more here. 3-6, maybe play a combo on the 7. If she has enough room between the rail and the 6, she'll go at it, but no, it's covering too much of it. Yeah, 6 really saved her there. Yeah, 6 in the corner into the angle position.
Going to save that 10 ball for the 7. Or will she come around? Oh.
I didn't mind corner there. You know, you're playing into the angle more. I understand trying to play balls on the side. I actually prefer that in most cases, but
now she's got to go around the table.
Yeah, and the 8's kind of in the way of the cue ball going to the left here. I think she can play with enough high that she can get in front of the 8. There, so she's going to end up on the 7. Great shot. Very nice.
That's as good as you could hit that ball.
Oh, yeah.
It's as good as you could hit it. Speed, everything was just right.
Nice long fall through. Not stunning the cue ball at all. Getting real high on the contact point. All big elements of that shot.
And with the 10 ball hanging, she goes ahead and runs out.
Yeah, oddly the 10 didn't end up.
It didn't end up being
play there.
Exactly.
She's hanging in. Got her first lead of the match in a while.
This will be the second lead. She led in the third game with the third game in the first set. And that was the last time she led. Oh, no, actually, I take that back. She was on the hill.
Was she?
Yeah, she was on the hill. They got on the hill, but she never led. So, right. She only led at the beginning of the set. Gave away the first game, won the next two, lost the next two, then won a game to tie it up, and then Amit took the last one. Rubilen Amit, the Amit Cup.
Very nice. Chou's been breaking very well. Crossed over that one a little bit, which is always going to take away the chance of pocketing the one. Jammed up the rack a bit here. Four's going to be tough. I think she's going to be forced to play a combo. I mean, she could get inside the 3 and start tracking around 3 rails towards doing something on the 4. Opener here too. Trying to run the cue ball into the 7. Shot. Held enough to be able to pocket the 2 in the side. Three of the 4 is going to be tough no matter how you look at it. I think she just tries to get close to it here, and if she doesn't like any angles coming back to play the 4 in the long pocket, she'll consider playing the combo. Might be a little thin on the 2 as well, to the point where she might try to play safe behind the 3.
I was just thinking, what about pushing that 3 ball down towards the 4 and playing safe behind the 8? Oh, and maybe keeping the cue ball out of the corner pocket?
Yeah, misjudged the draw there. Got down to the end of her shot clock. Always something that can kind of throw off your feel or exact contact point where you're hitting on the cue ball. I think she's going to play your shot here, though, George. Shoot the 3 into the 4, just get the 4 out of that area. Play the cue ball behind the 8. I guess she didn't have to move the 4 up to 3s on that end of the table because she can get position on the 4 in the long pocket. Might have been a safer play overall because you never know where you would have pushed the 4 if you ran into it. Good shot there from Chou. Tough kick here for Amit. 7-10 blocking a lot of the angles. Come around 2 or 3 rails towards the 3, which is far from the second rail. Great hit. Oh, hit it. The way it was looking at it, caught the hit before it even got there. Tough miss there.
It just really opened up off that bottom rail.
She's on 2 fouls now, so Chou could consider playing a 3rd foul here. Just going to go for the run out.
Yeah, because once she gets that 5 ball down, it works out real good for her. And she's got a good approach to it here. The 6 is handy.
Yeah, very little cue ball movement throughout the whole run out here, so felt like the run out was a better percentage play. Staying in good line. Probably shoot the 7 in the same pocket as the 5. Just 3-1 lead in the second set. So recovering nicely after some uncharacteristic mistakes in the first set. Got more angle here, so she might not hold to the side. If she doesn't, she can go 3 rails forward or draw out 1 rail. Good shot. It's those power follow shots well.
Her speed always is, it's so dependent on the English. And she uses it so well, the strokes it so well. Just so.
It's all shots well. I mean, you're looking at one of the best female players in the world here. A little bit off in the first set, but covering nicely. Been breaking well too, so it's always a threat to break and run a rack.
And right here for a 3-1 lead, this 10 ball. And down it goes. 3-1, 1 game away from sending this match to a shootout. And this will be her second shootout in as many matches.
Yeah. Just thinking what was the last tournament she played up in, I guess Austria.
Yeah.
Just wondering if she's burnt out a little bit, but Austria was a couple weeks ago, probably had some time to recover.
The travel will get to you though. Those 9-hour differences.
Well, the schedule's so full now, more full than players have been used to, so they will get used to it going forward, and it's great for the game. I'm sure all the players want to be playing as much as possible.
It'd be great to watch the schedule and work together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be something that's going to be looking at that in the new year. Just crossing over the rack a little bit. Almost jammed one in the side there.
Keep the players, instead of traveling back and forth around the world, keep them in a kind of a flow.
Well, that'd be great as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not scheduling over dates, but also scheduling certain areas
Joining
of the world.
dates, yeah. That way they can bust every small town they come to.
Right. It's like old school road players.
That's
but
right.
But a little different. The game's changed since then.
Yeah, there's the internet that people just run real quick, and now there's Fargo too.
Yeah. So Amit looking to get back into this set. Decent line here to run this rack. Probably be taking the 5 to the corner. Have to free up the cue ball around the 7-8. Again, playing towards the 6. How are we doing on the other one?
Allison Fisher has won her match. I'm sorry, has won the first set and leads 2-0 in the second set. Christina Tkach won the first set, but is trailing 1-0 to Nina Tovund. Jasmine Ocean leads 3-0 over Olivia Zalewska. Kelly Fisher has won her first set and leads 1-0 over Yuki Hiraguchi. Seo over Kristina Zalteva won the first set and leads 1-0 in the second. Amber Chen has won her first set, 4-2. Pia Filler lost the first set after I thought she was leading at first, but lost the first set and trails 1-0. And these ladies here, well, you can see the score. Amit wins the first, but Chou coming back strong. But now it gets tightened up right here.
Yeah, Amit's made her way nicely through this rack. We're breaking the 6th game of the 2nd set.
Big break. Amit has not been breaking the balls real well.
Yeah, on about 30% pocketing percentage off the break. Hitting them well, though. I feel like she has a good chance to make a ball on most breaks. I think she actually made the one on the side the last break.
Chou has been making all the shots, 39 to 17, and 66% time at the table. This break is big. Three ball. Shot on the one, straight in. Oh, this looks good for Rubilen.
It's great. As long as the 7 is able to pass on the side. Taking a look at that right now. Get a bit of solid cue ball control from the 6 to the 7. Probably going to get an angle where the cue ball's moving towards the 9 off the 7, but you can use the 9 to slow the cue ball down as well. 7 is pretty sharp in the side. I feel like she'll end up going for it. I mean, there's no other option. Doesn't pocket past the 9. It would be too tough to shoot in the long pocket. Just going to have to get as close to it as possible.
Well, you know, we spoke earlier regarding Chou's safety and defense. Well, she's won 3 games due to a miss by the opponent after a safety, and ball in hand due to a safety, and ball in hand due to a safety.
Okay, that's significant. Yeah, she's played some good safes in the match. It's kind of what's held her in. She's pocketing much better in the 2nd set. She might be on 1 miss ball the whole set at the beginning of the set. But that's definitely what got her in the 1st set.
Big shot here. She has to bring it back.
Yeah, looks like she's going to follow this one.
She's going to follow the...
Come up a little short. She'll be able to use the 9 to stop the cue ball here. See the game face on here. Knows this is a big shot.
This is a big shot. She's got to spin it up.
She got so thin that she felt like she had to bank it. Kind of caught the point there. Couldn't quite tell if it was a double kiss or a point, but the 7 reacted oddly off the rail. So chance for Chou to take down the 2nd set here. Tough opener. She'll be going for it.
Oh,
cue ball slows up.
It's not going to slow down.
There. Take a big shot to get her back into this rack. She'll be jumping at this ball.
It's pretty close to it.
Girl's going to have to get up quick. Take a shot at it, though.
Big shot. Either you win the set or it goes hill-hill.
What a shot.
Oh, what a shot. Timing of it was everything. God, that's a big shot. Came through.
Distance now on the 9. Kind of grabbing her neck a little bit there. Could be just slept the wrong way or something's affecting her overall.
In the chair, she keeps stretching it too.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. Big shot right here. Got to stay with it.
Got it.
Perfect. And to send this match into a shootout, this 10 ball. Shootout we have. Chou won the lag, so she will have the option. She'll have the option to go first and pick the side. It looks like we're going to go right to it. No break. The ladies are ready. The ref is ready. And we're ready here in the booth. How are you at home? Get that popcorn quick.
Yeah, exciting. The ref was asking if they wanted to take a break. Chou said she was good to continue.
4 innings, alternate sides. Highest score wins. Shoot from where the check mark is. The ball is spotted where the 10 ball spots in the rack. If they are tied at the end of 4 innings, the cue ball is backed up. 1 diamond in the same box. And it becomes sudden death. You miss, you lose.
Shot from Chou there. Seeing more and more players are bridging from the bed of the table now. When we first started seeing these shootouts, I think it was almost 50-50 players shooting from the rail or from the bed. Seems like more players are favoring the bed now.
I like off the bed. I like putting it right in the corner, in the left-hand corner of the box, or the inside corner of the box, and just taking just a little bit above center and pocketing the ball. The cue ball travels 3 rails to the center of the head rail.
Yeah, that's going from the exact same spot.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, the optimum way to shoot this ball.
Ooh, missed there from the man.
Set to make it. She missed one in the team championships too.
Yeah.
And talked about it earlier in the day, prior to this match. It's funny because once you miss one, it stays in your head.
Sure, it's extremely mental this year.
And not like your club tables, you can't go to the corner table and start, knocking 40 in a row in or 20 in a row, whatever you can.
You're right. Just there's any kind of definition of being on the spot in pool. This is it.
Yep. This really puts you on the spot. Oh. Well, that takes some of the pressure off.
She's coming out of her shot. I can see overall she's just not comfortable. Having some neck pain. She'll be thinking that she wants to get through this match so she can kind of take a break for a while, right? Maybe go for a massage or something.
Where do you get those? I'm up for one.
Yeah. Going from the side rail on the opposite side of the table.
Needs it to tie things up. Get back on track, and she fires it right in. A little differently than the first shot.
So tied up at 1 after 2 shots here.
That's her Amit Cup patch right there.
She's been a real ambassador for the women's game in the Philippines, no doubt.
It's glad to have her. It's good to have her back. I think last year was the first time we saw her again in Austria.
Right.
Kind of like her coming out.
Shot from Chou.
And Chou keeps the pressure right back on. Gave her some relief, but led the way with make. Stoic in her chair, just focused. Her world is 4.5 by 9, and it's all blue. Focused on the table. Eric, when you're in the chair, do you watch your opponent or do you watch the table?
Depending on the difficulty of the rack. I think, you know, if I kind of see the rack as the player's a big favorite to run out, I'm probably not going to look at the table as much, but racks that I feel like I might be able to get back in at, I'm going to be looking at the table a little more. Just an answer off the top of my head. It's kind of situational.
Well, it's not a question you really think about very often.
Yeah.
Just as you sit in the chair, you have to have healthy thoughts. You can't have anything negative creep in. That's where it's hard to come out of the chair. Missed.
She's stroking across the ball.
This is the 4th one, so a make by Amit seals the deal. This is where a player wants to come to the table, can't wait to come to the table.
That's right, free roll.
Oh yeah, you got a free roll. You make it, you win. You miss it, it gets backed up one.
Yeah,
1 diamond. And she makes it. Whoa. Rubilen Amit will move into the final 16. Rita Chou to fight another match.
Nice match here. A little bit of uncharacteristic play from Chou, but some good play overall.
We'll close it off. George Chieh-Yu and Eric Harlefson closing out.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
See you guys later.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting champion.
Philippines are the world champions.